San Antonio, beware. If you're thinking of buying a home in San Antonio or surrounding areas, what areas are popular is not the only question you should be asking. Which zip codes have gained the most equity? Which zip codes have lost the most equity within the last 5 years? We pulled together the top zip codes with value in San Antonio and surrounding areas from 2021 to 2026. In this video, you are gonna hear the zip codes that have appreciated the most and which ones have depreciated the most. We are gonna let you know the percentage and what are good investments today and what zip codes you should stay away from at all costs. My name is Scott Malouff with Malouff International Group, and we are gonna be going over exactly what you need to do in this market, where you should be buying, and where you should stay away from. We are gonna break down each zip code one by one. Now, one quick disclaimer before we get into the numbers. This is historical market data, not a guarantee of future appreciation. And when I talk about future developments, those projects can change. Timelines can shift, budgets can change, and projects can be delayed. So use this guide not as a promise, as a goal of where you should actually focus. So let's start with the 5 zip codes that appreciated the most in the last 5 years. Number 1, 78257. This includes areas like the Dominion, Rim, Camp Bullis, I-10 La Cantera corridor. From 2021, the average value was $666,000, and now it's gone up to $925,000. That's a $259,000 increase. 38% you have gone up in equity. That's the biggest increase in the entire list. When you look at this area, what makes sense? One of the biggest high-end lifestyle corridors in San Antonio. You have luxury housing, gated communities, hill country views, the Rim, La Cantera, UTSA, major hubs, as well as a medical center. Buyers are not just paying for a house in 78257. They're paying for location, lifestyle, convenience, and scarcity. 3 projects to watch in 78257 are Birdsong at the Rim, 211 Crossing, and the Eisenhower Park Rehabilitation. The buyer's takeaway for 78257 is simple. This is not a cheap zip code. And if you are buying here, you are buying into one of the strongest long-term lifestyle corridors San Antonio region has to offer. Zip code number 2, 78260. This includes Stone Oak, Timberwood Park, and Kinder Ranch. In 2021, a typical home value there was $405,000. By April of 2026, we're at $522,000. That's an increase of 28.64%. That is strong. And 78260 has been strong because buyers continue to want newer homes, larger floor plans, master plan communities, school options, and access to far north side. This area has also benefited from the continued growth of San Antonio. 3 projects to watch out for in 78260 are Kinder Ranch, Oasis at Stone Oak, and the broader Stone Oak area planning work. For buyers, the message is this: 78260 has already proven itself as a desirable zip code, and you still have to evaluate the specific street, school patterns, commute, and traffic impact before buying. Not every home benefits equally from the growth. Number 3 is 78255. This is the Northwest San Antonio corridor, I-10, Camp Bullis, Boerne Edge, in the Hill Country growth area. In April of 2021, a typical home value in 78255 was $427,000. By April of 2026, it was $548,000. This is an increase of $121,000. That equity appreciation is 28.35%. The area attractive because of people wanting the hill country across all connected San Antonio. You have close I-10, La Cantera, Rim, UTSA, Medical Center, and Boerne lifestyle without necessarily having the full outside city limits. 3 projects to look forward to in 78255. Lemon Creek Ranch, Cielo Vista Land, and Valor San Antonio Relocation. For buyers, 78255 is a classic growth corridor zip code. The appreciation has already happened, and long-term question is whether amenities, schools, infrastructure keep up with the pace of the demand. Number 4 is 78258. This is another north side zip code, including Stone Oak, Sonterra, and the far north central San Antonio. In April of 2021, a typical home value in 78258 was $395,000. By April of 2026, it was 506,000. That's an increase of $111,000. Equity appreciation of 28.15%. 78258 is one of San Antonio's most recognizable suburban professional markets. Buyers like this establishment neighborhood because of access to 281, 1604 medical employment, restaurants, and school options. 3 projects to watch out for in this zip code is Stone Oak Crossing apartment homes, Stone Oak and Caroline at Sonterra. The buyer's lesson here is even established areas keep changing. New rental housing, mixed-use retail, and multifamily projects can increase convenience and also affect traffic, density, and neighborhood feels. And number 5 is 78121. That is Vernia in Wilson County. As of 2021, the typical home value there was $392,000. As of April of 2026, it's $501,000. That's an increase of $108,000. The equity appreciation is 27.72%. Vernia's appreciation reflects the bigger regional trend. As a piece of San Antonio increase, more values start looking outside of San Antonio for space, land, school, and that small town feel. 3 projects to look for in that zip code is Kingfish Development Subdivision, Silverado Hills Community Park Activities, and On the Grind Coffee Company. For buyers, the question in Vernia is not just, did values go up? The better question is, can roads, utilities, schools, service keep up with the next wave of growth? That is where due diligence really matters. Now let's flip the conversation. We just covered the top 5 appreciating zip codes. Now let's talk about the 5 zip codes that depreciated the most over the same 5-year period. And I want to be very clear. Depreciation does not automatically mean bad place to buy. In fact, some of these zip codes may be the most interesting form of opportunity stamping. And it does not mean buyers need to understand risk, property condition, financing, insurance, nearby developments, and whether the future investment can actually continue to hold its value. The zip code with the biggest pullback is 78240. This includes parts of Southtown, Lone Star District, and South Side of San Antonio. In 2021, the typical home value in 78240 was $214,000. By April of 2026, it dropped to $167,000. That is a decrease of $46,000. In percentage terms, the depreciation is 21.80%. That's a major drop in 5 years. 78240 is also one of the most developed heavy areas on the list. 3 projects to watch in this area are Lone Star District, Southtown, and Palm Heritage Drainage Improvement. For buyers, 78240 is a value reset zip code. With major redevelopment nearby, this can create huge opportunity and also creates unevenness. One block can be very different from the next, so make sure you're working with a professional to be able to help guide you the right way. Number 2 for depreciation is 78202. This is the east side near downtown. In April of 2021, a typical home value in 78202 was $186,000. And by April of 2026, it dropped to $161,000. That's a decrease of $25,000. That equals a depreciation of 13.49%. The east side has a complicated market story. It is close to downtown, the Pearl, Fort Sam, Alamodome, and major employment areas. And it has older housing stock, property conditions, affordability pressures, and concerns about displacement. 3 projects to watch in 78202 is the East Side HEB supply chain expansion, Broadway East San Antonio, and Downtown East Side connector tied to sports and entertainment district planning. For buyers, 78202 is a zip code where the next 5 years could look very different from the last 5 years. And do not buy based on headlines. Buy based on the exact property, the exact block, the condition of the home, and whether the development actually benefits the location. Number 3 is 78140. That is Nixon in Gonzales County, and it includes San Antonio, New Braunfels metro data set. So in 2021, A typical home value in that area was $231,000. By April of 2026, $201,000. That's a decrease of $29,530. That equals a depreciation of 12.77%. In smaller rural areas, fewer sales changes inventory quick. That does not mean there's no opportunity. It means you just need to be more conservative and more local on your analysis. 3 projects to watch is 78140. The Nixon Smiley CISD 600 building renovation, the Nixon Medical Clinic, and O'Reilly Auto Parts is pulling up in Nixon. For buyers in a rural area, small zip codes in the point is simple. Do not rely on one metro-wide trend. Look at the exact street, acreage, utility access, comparable sales, condition, and whether the home has features that rural buyers actually want. Number 4 is 78214. This is one of San Antonio's south side, including areas by Roosevelt and the Mission Corridor. In 2021, a typical home value in 78214 was $158,000. By April 2026, it dropped to $138,000. That is a decrease of $19,509. The equity depreciation of 12.32%. 78214 is a lower price zip code, so even the modest dollar change can look meaningful as a percentage. It also has older housing stock. Some pockets are deferred maintenance and affordable driven demand, and also sits near the Mission Corridor in several public projects. 3 projects to look out for in 78214 is the Fire Station number 21 replacement, Father Roman Community Center, and District 3 facilities. For buyers, 78214 may offer affordability, and affordability alone is not just a strategy. You need to understand roof age, foundation, systems in the mechanical side, insurance, flood risk, school boundaries, and proximity to improvements that actually are being funded and going to go through. Number 5 is 78203. This is the area of east of downtown around the Alamodome. In April of 2021, the typical home value was $182,000. By April of 2026, it dropped to $161,000. That's a decrease of $20,420. The equity depreciation of 11.20%. This is one of the most interesting zip codes because the entire list has depreciation over the last 5 years and adjacent to one of the biggest entertainment planning conversations in San Antonio's history. 3 projects to look out for: the Sports and Entertainment District, the Alamodome parking lot, and the Alamo Visitor Center and Museum. For buyers, 78203 is a watch carefully zip code. If development's visions become reality, this area should change substantially. Timing, execution, traffic, parking, events activities, affordability pressure, and property conditions all matter. So what does this mean if you're a buyer? Here are the big takeaways. First, appreciation tells you what's already happening. It does not guarantee what's happening next. Zip codes like 78257, 60, 255, 58, and 121 have already seen strong gains. That means buyers need to be disciplined, price, condition, commute, and long-term lifestyle fits. Second, depreciation does not automatically mean to avoid them. Zip codes like 04, 02, 14, and 03 have pulled back, and several of them are near projects and public investments. So the question is not, is the zip code up or down? The real question is this specific property positioned to be able to benefit for what is coming? Third, future developments is not all positive, it's not all negative. New retail, parks, school, medical facilities, public space, and infrastructure can support demand. And most density can also mean more traffic, noise, construction, and neighborhood character can be lost. Zip codes are not always one of the highest appreciation. The best zip code is the one that matches your budget, commute, lifestyle, school needs, risk tolerance, and resale strategy. If you want the full buyer guide with all 10 zip codes, the exact appreciation and depreciation numbers, the 3 future developments in each zip code, comment zip guide below. We will send a message and we will get that to you. If you're thinking of buying in San Antonio, Boerne, Vernia, Stone Oak, Southtown, Eastside, Southside, or anywhere of the surrounding areas, reach out. our team can help you understand not just where the market has been, also where the market is going next. I am Scott Malouff with Malouff International Group, and I will see you in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe.